Hi folks, so when painting a hero, when sketching the outline of a hero's head, this basic shape kind of always serves me well. Obviously this kind of bucket feature, the eyes, the nose, the symmetry here, it's the kind of starting place where I always come from, and sometimes I just splash this down really roughly, sometimes I spend a little time and get this correct. The main thing is I try never to be overly precise with this. Sometimes it really just works, sometimes it doesn't, and I have to really kind of do this a couple of times, but it really doesn't matter. And the main thing is with this, never to be too precious. Remember, the eraser is your best friend. This though can be the breaking point for what can be an illustration that really goes your way and an illustration that kind of basically sucks. This is why practicing this part of it is verily important. So yeah, the simple sketching is just really important to becoming a better artist, and that's why having, say, a mobile phone that you can draw on is a really important thing too. But like I say, remember that the erasing tool is your best friend, especially in the early stages of a sketch like this. Now I just wanted to be able to sit and draw for 10 minutes, and this is the real-time illustration here of a quick superhero sketch that I wanted to do. And I just wanted to do this quick portrait of nobody in particular, this kind of Superman-esque hero type, large jaw kind of character. You can see a bit of a cape thing going on. This isn't anyone in particular, but yeah, and just kind of outline the kind of dynamic feature set that you would see on a rugged faced hero, and just kind of outline this. And I'm not trying to be overly precious, but that's the beauty of having, say, a stylus that I can use and just kind of hammer at it really easily, really roughly, and just kind of chiseling with it. But I'm erasing my lines and experimenting with where I can go. And the eyes aren't really matching up, but that's what I can just do. I can just go back and forward and see which eye looks better, and then try and make the other one match up a bit more. One eye looks a bit too evil, so I erase that and then make the other eye look a bit better, and just keep going back and forth and kind of, like I say, match them up a bit. I kind of like this, and it's working out so far. I know there are details which aren't exactly right, like that forehead is a bit too sloped and there's not enough hair. At this point I could really turn him into a super villain as well, and that's quite nice. I could clone this layer quite easily and yeah, and do that. This is the application that I'm using is I've forgotten the name of it. Someone put it in the comments below and help me out here. Paint Thingy Pro. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. Put it in the comments below. Help me out. Help out your fellow members of the community. It's the one I use in a load of other videos in this Note 8 playlist. But yeah, also there's a playlist on drawing on mobile phones that has more videos, more different videos in that you will be able to find here on my LAWRENCEcanDRAW channel. But yeah, so I'm just gonna thicken out the hairline here as well, add in some lines on the forehead and make him look a tiny bit older, because that nice distinguished look of an older superhero character can be quite cool. The original Superman did look quite a bit older, and that was kind of cool. He also couldn't fly though, the original Superman. By the by, this Superman-ish character, I don't want to keep referring to him as Superman, but yeah, this superhero character, I'm going to just thicken out his hair at the top here, kind of, give him real gravitas, and not make him too much of a flyboy, make him look a bit more business serious, and just chunky out that hair. and also give him more of a cape, make that chin a bit, you know, a bit stockier like we expect. I always have a bit of a blind spot with noses, always have done. Make him a bit too small and squat. This nose is looking not so great at the moment, but we'll come back and tackle that closer to the time. I just want to get these eyes looking as intense as possible, and a lot of that can be done with not just the eyes themselves, but everything that's going on around the eyes. You know, what's going on under the eyes, what's going on above the eyes, everything. Ears though. Ears, what I'm going to do with the ears is not so much what I'm drawing, but what I'm taking away. Like I said before, the eraser can be your best friend, especially when you're only drawing in monotone, when you're only drawing with one color. Don't draw with black and white, draw with black and take away with your eraser. That's one of the best things you can do, because that way, you know, if you drawing with black and you're drawing with white and then you're using a eraser, really you're making things hard for yourself. If you've got a white background and then, you know, then you're using another layer, as I do here, and you're drawing in black and using an eraser, that's the best way to work. Now it's easier because I can just, you know, erase away the bits that I don't want. I can thicken out his hair and then I can just erase the detail around it and refine this hairline when it comes to kind of neatening this up. Say for example, if I wanted to move this over to my main computer and actually make this a finished piece of artwork, it'd work really easily, especially then if I wanted to move it onto color as well. Which, if you go and watch some of the other videos on my channel, you'll see how I move black and white monotone pieces like this into actually becoming color pieces. I've got lots of videos, you know, where I actually show that happening. I think he's looking pretty good. All I really want to do now is concentrate on that hair and get it looking really thick and lustrous, and then definitely concentrate on that nose. It's not looking so good, is it? But yeah, for a 10-minute sketch, I think then it'll look, you know, pretty smart. So as you can see, I'm only using the one brush in this app, and yeah, then I think we'll be pretty much done with this. You know, this is me sitting on the sofa enjoying a 10-minute sketch and just having a little bit of fun doing my daily sketch and keeping my practicing skills, you know, nice and sharp. And if you've got a note phone or another phone that you can draw on with a stylus or a small tablet that you can just practice on daily, that's absolutely great, you know. And this is exactly the kind of thing that you can do as well. Or if you're drawing a small comic book, you know, this is great for just doing individual panels on as well. Imagine an entire comic book drawn on something like the Note 8. That would be absolutely cool. I have thought about that, you know, if I had the time, I would definitely do something like that myself. So yeah, the eyes, as I mentioned before, adding in this kind of detail really works. You know, the hair's looking absolutely great now. It's time to move on and do something with this nose and just get this looking nice, get the shape and the shadows in there. It's the nostrils themselves that aren't looking so great for me. I don't mind his nose looking a little beaten up because he's a superhero. He's got to get into the fights, and I don't like overly pretty superheroes. Nobody should. But yeah, I just need his nose looking a little more realistic and a bit more shapely. You know, for me that's the main thing. You know, I'll just get this filtrum done in here. And it's only a 10-minute sketch, so at the end of the day it doesn't have to be too perfect for me. I'll probably come back and work on this a bit later. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hopefully guys, we'll chat soon. There are 11 more videos that I have on the Note 8. Hopefully I'll get to do some more work on the Note 9. Let me know what you think, and I shall speak to you all soon. Have a great day and keep on creating.